Hi, I'm Steph. You might remember me from such craft tutorials as cave paintings, the work of the original starving artists, and paper crafts, the new way to throw your money out the window. Well, today I have a different project to share with you. I am dedicating an entire mini album to my love of TV. I don't know about you, but I was raised on TV. I'm raising my kids on TV. So I can't think of a better way to express my love for the world's best invention than by making an adorable little album in the shape of the world's second best invention, the remote. We're going to be starting off in Cricut Design Space, pretty much the only thing that can tear me away from the TV. I'm going to be using an adorable SVG by Doodlebug Design, and I'm going to be sizing this remote so it's about the size of a real-life remote. And although I could get as creative as I want with these colours, I'm pretty much going to stick to the colours that the design comes in. I am, however, going to be adding a bunch of pattern paper by the same brand, and so I'm colouring all of these remote shaped pieces in different colours, so this will prompt me in between cuts to change that pattern paper on my mat. Here are the pieces for the front of my album, and here are all the pieces that are going to go on the inside to decorate. To get started on the assembly, I'm going to make the front cover. All I have to do is layer a few pieces and glue them down. Today I'm using a PVA glue, and I'm just making sure that I don't have any big blobs and that I'm spreading it nice and thin. This is so that it doesn't make my cardstock too damp and there won't be any bubbles or warping. This next step was also super simple. I just had to decide in what order I wanted my pattern paper to go on the pages of the inside of the album. Once I'd done that, it was then just a matter of gluing them down too. I wanted each of these pages in my mini album to have a different theme. And in the first page, I wanted to do football. On the second page, I wanted my favourite snacks to eat and drink while I'm watching football. So for this, I edited a soda can SVG by Doodlebug from the So Punny collection. I changed it up a little bit to look like a Duff beer can, and this is the first time that I have used the offset feature in the Cricut Design Space. It was very handy for this. I'm also adding my favourite snack, honey roasted peanuts. With their salt, honey roasting agents, and pressed peanut sweepings, they are the perfect combo with this beer. Here I am just making sure they're the right size so that when I cut them out with my machine, they're going to fit nicely on one of the pages of my album. It was then time to assemble these pieces. Once again, I'm using PVA glue to stick these together. I love how detailed my Cricut can cut things and how small it can cut things, but sometimes things can be a little bit too intricate. And the letters for my Duff beer can were just a bit on the small side and weren't as clear as I liked, so I decided to just write them on instead. Who would have thought my favourite stamp brand, Fawn, would make so many cute characters that would work perfectly for me to turn them into my favourite TV show characters? From the Den Sweet Den set, I'm using the big bear who's sitting down because he looks so much like Gentle Ben. I'm also using this cute little fish, and I'm going to add an extra eyeball on that little guy. I've also got a knife to go along with my cute little mouse, of course, and one of these really cute cats. These little characters are just going to need a tiny bit of editing, and they're going to look exactly how I need them to fit in with this theme. As always, I'm going to ink up and stamp these twice so that my images are nice and clear. For colouring in today, I'm going to be using a mix of Copic markers and my regular alcohol markers. I'll leave you with some music as I colour these in. Using my Coles ABC dies by Fawn, I cut out my favourite words to shout when my favourite football team is in the lead. To go along with this phrase, I'm going to be adding just a little piece of note paper from Mo's little black book. And would a mini album be complete without a cute little list? So here I am writing a list of my favourite TV shows. I'd love to know in the comments, what are your favourite TV shows? If I could only pick 2 shows, I would probably pick America's Funniest Tornadoes and Rock Bottom. Although that's a really tough choice because When Buildings Collapse is hilarious. Using Adobe Fresco and my Cricut Maker, I whipped up all these little pieces to create my very own little Nightboat. This show deserves its own page in my album. There is nothing better than a crime-fighting boat saving starfish from poachers. At this point, I now have all my bits and pieces for my album and it's time to start sticking them all in. So let's get to work. Here we are starting with the first page. As you can see, I've got that adorable football print background, and on this I'm going to be placing my little notes with the bets and the woohoo above it. What late 90s, early 2000s photo album would be complete without black photo corners? And as you can see, I've got some photos of my own TV in this album. And I have a photo of it next to a mirror. It looks like we have two. To finish off this page, I've coloured in a tiny brown couch and my favourite cat and dog. Once everything for that final page was glued in, we were up to the last step. And here I am, binding everything together with these metal rings. I'll be sure to leave a link for where I found these in the blog post that goes along with this video. There we have it, everything is tied together. All of my favourite memories surrounding TV and all of my favourite TV shows are now kept in this adorable little album. I'm going to be leaving you with some photos of the finished work. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments, what's your favourite TV show? I'll be back soon with some more crafty tutorials. Happy April Fool's!